Hey guys, welcome back. Here's the next video in my Sekiro 100% series, and this is the cutscene we left off on last episode. Okay, Shinobi prosthetic. The artificial arm of a shinobi passed down by the sculptor, a replica of a human arm fitted with a variety of mechanisms apparently designed with modification in mind. While it bears a number of cuts and is stained thick with blood and oil, it has been impeccably maintained. Okay, so now we have a prosthetic arm because we got our arm chopped off last episode. These are the remnants. You'll see these a lot. This is an online feature. Other players can leave you little hints, I guess you could call them. And that's what it is. So you'll see this all over the place. I just wanted to tell you what it is so you understand why these little purple things are all over the place. Now let's speak with the sculptor. I'm a fast reader. I don't know about you guys, but I read fast, so I might skip through these dialogues a little bit. You can still read them if you're a fast reader. Alright, how did I get here? He dragged us here. Yeah, so Kuro is still alive. He's at the castle. So, of course, now we want to save him. We don't have to read all the dialogue. That'll take forever. Two strangers in certain circumstances. Yeah, so another strange man washed up at the temple. Yeah, that's the remnants I was talking about. They're not really important at all. I think they were added much later after the game was released in an update. Wow, let's do this. Another pellet. This is the guy they were talking about, the sculptor mentioned. Alright, let's fight him. He's not a very tough fight. Yeah. Unfortunately for him, he's cursed. He cannot die. This is the offering box. Items that become unavailable elsewhere end up in the offering box. So sort of if you miss an item and then it's inaccessible later on, you can get it here for key items. So nothing there. Yeah, this guy, he's sort of like a training dummy. He can't die, and you can practice your attacks on him. He's known as infested or undying. So yeah, you can train with him. He just wants to die, basically. He's cursed, and he doesn't want to be alive. So these are the sculptor's idols, basically this game's version of bonfires or checkpoints. This is where you can level up, increase your stats, upgrades, all sorts of stuff. And you rest here to replenish your charges on your healing urn. Let me make sure I got that right. The healing gourd, sorry. Okay, now we can get started. Grappling hook. The Shinobi Prosthetics grappling hook allows access to normally unreachable places and a chance to take the high ground. Nearby grapple points are designated with a circular symbol. When this symbol turns green, the grapple point is within reach. And we have a grapple point right there. So we can grapple up. And that's how that tool works. It's one of the most important uses for your prosthetic arm. Imagine if people with prosthetic arms in real life could do that kind of thing. Swing around like Spider-Man. And yeah, you can fast travel between the sculptor's idols as well, which is nice. Ungo's Sugar. This is a consumable item. Sugar candy made in Senpu Temple, sustaining Ungo's blessing. Temporarily reduces vitality damage taken from physical attacks. Bite the candy and take the Ungo stance. Ungo, I don't know. To impart its inhuman benediction. By doing so, you endure the excess karma of man from the spirits within. Senpu monks spread this candy across Ashina in honor of her military heroes. I think it says heroes. Just some of the stuff is worded in a strange way that I'm almost thinking I need to pronounce it differently. Yeah, that's a consumable that makes you a little bit tankier. I never use that item. Acquiring enemy loot. Enemies drop loot such as items and money. Multiple items can be looted at once and from some distance away. So this is a little different from the items that I am finding on the ground, because when you kill enemies, you just hold down the square button on PlayStation and he kind of vacuums up the items and money that they dropped. I'll try to grab everything because I want it to be 100% playthrough and not miss anything. But sometimes, you know, I might miss a couple random shiny items. And if I have to, I'll come back for them later. But I do want to do this 100%. Another pellet. Yeah, those are great. I'll actually add those to my item bar. So I've played this game before. I'm pretty good at this game. So if you're watching this and then you decide to play the game, it might be a lot more difficult for you. I might be making it look easy at certain points because I was not this good to begin with. Trust me, I died a lot. Okay. So stealth attacks are very much a thing in this game. You can get death blows on enemies if you sneak up on them, and it basically kills them in one hit. Same with backstabs. Like, not backstabs like Dark Souls backstabs, but if you sneak up behind someone, you can stab them in the back. Fistful of Ash. Yeah. Little puppy. So not a lot of enemies, they don't actually need to be death blowed. As long as their health bar is empty, they're dead. Okay. Take those guys. And I believe there is another sculptor's idol right here. There it is. So when you rest, you'll heal up and refill your healing gourd. And we can move along. And the enemies respawn when you rest. The non-boss enemies, I should say. Okay. Shuriken wheel. This is our first prosthetic weapon. A mechanical device made by the mechanical genius Dogen can be fit into the shinobi prosthetic to become a working prosthetic tool. While it is palm-sized, a surprising number of shuriken can fit into the shuriken wheel, as the edges were designed for stacking. A fine example of what could be achieved when one matches mechanical finesse with a shinobi's talent. So yeah, that is the first prosthetic tool you get. You have to go to the sculptor, and he will put that tool on your prosthetic. You don't just like do it yourself. You got to go to him. We'll get there eventually. And yeah, that just lets you throw shurikens or ninja stars, whatever you like to call them. And then here's our first mini boss. And yeah, those are perilous attacks. That image you see, some enemies use unguardable perilous attacks, signified with a danger symbol. When these occur, watch carefully and look to perform a specific response. So, certain attacks, you can't just parry them with L1 or deflect them. You have to react differently. Like sweeping attacks, you need to jump over them. And let's see if I can beat this guy. And yeah, that's a sweeping attack. Let my posture go down. Okay, we could be a little more aggressive here. When you do dodge a sweeping attack, you can jump on their head. When he does that animation you just saw, that's him trying to clear his posture bar. But we're not going to let him do that. Yeah, so we can just keep going aggressive here. Now he has 2 death blow counters, so I have to perform 2 death blows in order to beat him. Oh, he hit me there. Alright, let me roll away here. Wow, I can't believe he grabbed me there. That's unbelievable. Alright, well, here's our first death. Although I have to say, I think that was a little unfair. And Kuro uses his dragon's blood to bring us back to life. So let's resurrect and take this guy out. Accidentally skipped that text. Sorry about that. That was just telling you how the resurrection works when you die. Yeah, I know how to use quick items. The game wants me to use my pellets. Alright, there we go. It'd be pretty embarrassing if I can't beat the first mini-boss. Every mini-boss gives you a prayer bead. A loose prayer bead. Offering 4 of them in a sculptor's item will increase maximum vitality and posture. And that is a gourd seed. So you can get these from random places on the map. Sometimes enemies have them, like this guy. Other times you buy them. But it is a seed from which healing waters continuously spring forth. Give to Emma to increase the maximum uses of the healing gourd. The twisted gourd of medicinal waters was known throughout Ashina since long ago, but it was the extraordinary healer, Dogen, and his pupil Emma who discovered the self-replenishing nature of this seed. So, once we find Emma, we can bring her that seed and increase the amount of times we can use our healing gourd, which is very good. I think the reason that I'm having a little trouble with the mini-boss there, it's just because I'm talking while I play. I don't normally do that. A little bit more to focus on. They're saying nobody can breach the gate as long as Gyobu is there to protect it. So, a little foreshadowing there that we're going to meet Gyobu, whoever that is. I'm sure we'll find out. Now, this episode's approaching 20 minutes, so I'll probably have to cut it off soon. But I'll start the next one right where I left off. So we're at this little village here after the first mini-boss. And yeah, I'm going to cut it here, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.